Good morning and welcome back to the Geelong District Football League Netball Show. We'll just continue on with the remainder of the games that were played last week. Bannockburn and Anarchy, with Bannockburn coming away with a 3-goal win. Felicity, it was always going to be a tight game, I think. You girls discussed it last week.
We did. I think obviously it shows that they're fairly similar sides there, so it's good to have them coming up against each other this time in the season, just so that they can have an indicator of where they're going to be at a little bit later. Winchelsea play Bannockburn next week at Bannockburn's home, and I hear that they've had a few changes to the rooms and put a spectators view out the side there and a few other things. So I think it's always nice playing a country club, and we always look forward to playing Bannockburn with some strong ties with them also. But in relation to the A-grade game, they're a fairly low-scoring game, but nice and close, which is good to see for both clubs.
Amanda, you a few years ago now used to play at Winch, and it was a nice country club down at Winch.
A while ago now, Bertie.
A while ago now. And, you know, even when I was coaching Belpost, I used to enjoy going out to Bannockburn. It's sort of out in the country there, and nice fresh air, and the girls are really friendly out there. And these country clubs, they really are nice to go down there and play a game of netball, win, lose or draw. It's always
very
a nice
welcoming
experience.
and a wonderful sense of community, which is something that you don't experience until you go out and play the country clubs like Winchelsea and Bannockburn and Inverleigh as well.
Right. Now we'll just touch on the last game of the round, and that was Thompson and Winchelsea, with Thompson coming away with a 1-goal win. The final score 30-29. And I suppose, Felicity, you being a Winch girl, losing on the day by a goal. Tell us what happened in the game.
It was a very close game, very tight. Our goal shooter was off a little bit in the game, with having had 3 players from Melbourne that she hasn't played with before come down in the attacking end. So
that's Belinda?
Belinda Todd, yep. So
right.
Had a few changes into the side there that are helping fill in at the moment. We've got Julia Knott out and Hayley McCallum was out also. So a couple of our key players in there that were out on the weekend. Thompson played a really nice game with Sonia nice and strong through the centre court and providing a lot of backup there as well for their side in the goal defence she was in. So
okay, yep.
They had a good game and just came off with it on the day. So it was very, very windy down at Winchelsea, and the courts were a little bit wet, but the new surface and things dried it out nicely. So we got to see that, which was really good too.
You also had a girl playing in goals by the name of Cara Jupp. Now, Cara, of course, is from Melbourne, and I think from memory she played State League a few years ago for Altona. I remember actually she played for St Albans in the GFL a couple of years back, and very handy player down there.
Yeah, she moves really nicely on the court and is a good feeder into Belinda Todd there in the shooting end as well. Jason Woolley, our coach, obviously must know her from down in the Melbourne League and the State League down there. I don't know if she's playing indoors with him or where she's at there. I didn't actually get a chance to chat to her, but she was a nice girl. So.
What about Hayley McCallum? What's the matter with her? What's the matter with Hayley?
I believe just the week off for some reason. I don't know if it was a work commitment or something like that there as well. So we're expecting her back this week.
And Julia back this week as well?
Yes, I believe so. She's been away with nationals at the moment, so playing competition.
That's a big loss. Julia not in goals.
Yeah.
From a height perspective and strength, and her and Belinda play well together.
They do. They really play well together. But Belinda likes to gel with her goal attack, and because she's such a strong holder, it's a good when she's found a good goal attack that can feed into her correctly. It's a really important combination. So we'll be welcoming back Julia with open arms, that's for sure.
And I think Thompson had a full team there on the weekend. They weren't missing anyone?
I don't believe so. If they were, it may have only been one, but everyone that I saw there was their usual kind of players. So it was a good game for them as well.
I saw Nicole Traynor, Rebecca White, Michelle Bradley, they're all goaling. And you've got Georgia Young up the other end with Sonia. Julia Ladgrove running through the centre. I'm pretty sure they had a full team. So, it'll be interesting next time you play them, with Julia back in the side and Hayley, and possibly it may turn around the end result.
A lot of turnovers in the game. The game was only very low scoring, 30-29. So, but it was still a very fast one, a good one to watch. That's for sure.
Well, we go from a low scoring game to a high scoring game, 54 all, East Geelong and Belpost Hill. was there any defence in the game, or was it just a shootout?
Well, there was
Amanda?
defence. There was defence, Bertie.
Was there?
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There was a lot of defensive errors from both sides too. I think, which gave the goals an advantage to set up and take the penalty shots, and I think that impacted on the high score as well.
And what do you think about Terry's decision not to play those two girls at the start of the game? I mean, for sure, it upset the rhythm of the team, and you got young Alyssa Boardman playing goalkeeper, and you know she's only 15, and she was just really lost. She got caught out a few times with the old backdoor play, and did you just sort of, I mean, explain the reasoning? Emma, you explain the reasoning. All the girls knew about it, I suppose. No train, no play.
We found out before the game, and we were all a bit shocked, especially G, about having to move into goal defence. She said she would prefer 3 weeks of preparation for that move, but I mean, he was very clear about the rule when it came in, and I think we've all had a chat about it, and we all agree that it's something that's going to get the girls turning up to training if they want to play, and it's great experience for the younger girls. Alyssa Boardman accepted her position in the team as on the basis that she can accept that kind of pressure just being thrown on the court when we need her. She's kind of our apprentice, so yeah, I think we all agree. But when it comes down to it later in the year, and a game might mean whether we're in the finals or not, it becomes more of a challenging decision. So something we'll have to think about, but hopefully girls will be at training. So
well, hopefully hopefully they do turn up for training now, and so that come game day, doesn't matter who you're playing, you've got your starting 7, your strongest 7 starting the game, and you can get a win without having to try and play catch-up netball for the entire game. What about a Winch? Would Jason Morley do something like that? Would he bring...
No.
No way in the world?
No.
The team's only... Yeah, the team's
What are you laughing for?
Oh, no, because we have so many down from Melbourne who play already in all these other leagues and things. I think it would be very difficult to get them down the Thursday to the old country.
Our team's only going to benefit at the end of the year from these decisions in this team structure, and as a team you can't practice systems and the movement of the ball without your full team there. So it's a tough call to make, but it's the best one for the Bellpost Hill Netball Club.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. The big stick being wielded down at Bellpost Hill there. No train, no play. We'll be back in a moment for more on the show.
I'm here to tell you how football is strong.